The standard design pattern for Unix commands is to read information from the standard input stream, by default the keyboard of the current terminal, and write to standard output, by default terminal screen, and redirect errors to standard error stream, also the terminal screen by default, unless specified in the command parameters anything else. Those default settings can be changed by the shell. The command ends with a sign greater than, and the file name means redirecting standard output to that file. The application code does not change, but the data it sends to the screen will be placed in this file. And the command ends with a less than sign and file name, which means redirecting standard input from that file. All data that the application expects from the keyboard is read from the file. Double greater than means append to the output file. Number 2 with greater than means redirecting standard error to a file. By default, stdr also prints to the screen, and in this way we can separate this stream from stdin and redirect to this file. And finally, such a magic formula. This means stdout and stdr are combined into one stream. You can know more about the meaning of this combination of symbols from our Under the Hood about stream numbers lecture. You may use it with other redirection. For example, by this way. This means to redirect standard output to one file. Both standard output and standard error streams. But keep in mind, such combinations are not equivalent. In the second case, you first concatenate the streams and then split again by redirecting stdout to the selected file. In this case, only stdout stream will be put into the file. stderr will be displayed on the screen. In the order of the redirection operations is important. The question is, what are we missing in terms of symmetry? It's obvious. Double less than sign. And these combinations also exist. But what can this combination means? Append something to standard input. But this is nonsense. Actually, this combination is used for so-called here document. After the double less than, some label is placed, end label in our case, and all text from the next line to end label is sent to the program's standard input, as if from the keyboard. Be careful. In some older shells, this sequence of commands expects exactly what you wrote. And if you wrote a space before and label, just for beauty, the shell will only wait for the same character string with a leading space. And if this line is not found, the redirection from here document continues to the end of file and may be the source of some unclear errors. And finally, the pipelines. They are created with a pipe symbol placed between commands. This means connecting the standard output from the first command to the standard input of the second command. After that, all data that the first command sending to the screen will be sent to the pipe, from which the second command will be read as from the keyboard. Programs designed in this redirection and pipelining paradigm are very easy to implement and test, but such powerful inter-process communication tools help us create very complex combination of interacting programs, for example, as such. The first program receives data from a file by redirecting std, sends the result of the work to the pipeline through stdout, and after a long way through the chain of filters, in the end, the last command sends the results to stdout, which is redirected to result file. Interestingly, some input-output redirection is supported in Microsoft operating systems, but with some unexpected specifics. See details in our Under the Hood text handling in Windows lecture.